Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to talk with you and have a discussion with you regarding the performance management question and answers of the past papers. So, when we analyze the question papers, so there are a lot of similarities. So, let's move into the first past paper. So the first past paper and the first question is, what is the performance management? So in here there are a lot of definitions regarding the performance management. So I am not going to discuss with you all the definitions, and I have selected few definitions which are recognized by the world. Okay, so the first one is the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development defines the performance management as the continuous process of improving performance by setting individual and team goals which are aligned to the strategic goal of the organization, planning performance to achieve the goals, then reviewing and assessing the progress, and developing the knowledge, skill and abilities of the people. So that is the first definition. And the second definition is discovered by the Society for Human Resource Management and it defines performance management as the process by which organizations set work goals, determine performance expectations, then provide feedback and evaluate results in a way that aligns individual employee performance with the organization's goals and the expectations. So this is the second definition. And finally, the most important definition which we have to keep in our mind, and because this is the definitions given by the Colombo University. Okay, so here put your attention with the highlighted keywords. Okay, so a systematic approach to performance improvement through an ongoing process. Systematic approach to performance improvement through an ongoing process. It is not just a process, it's a continuous process, ongoing process of establishing the strategic performance objectives, measuring performance, collecting, analyzing, reviewing and reporting performance data. Finally, and using that data to drive performance improvement. So put your focus onto these keywords. A systematic approach to performance improvement through an ongoing process. Systematic approach, ongoing process of establishing strategic performance objectives, measuring performance, collecting, analyzing and reviewing, and finally reporting performance data. Then and using that data to drive performance improvement. So you have to highlight, you have to keep these highlighted keywords in your mind. Okay, systematic approach, ongoing process, strategic performance objectives, measuring performance, collecting, analyzing, reviewing and finally reporting. And then using that data to drive what? Performance improvement. So this definition you have to keep your memory for the exam, right? So this is the first question, what is the performance management? So it's better if you can write at least 2 or 3 definitions to gain a maximum marks, right? So then the next question is performance management cycle. So in here also most of the people, they have introduced several cycles, performance management cycles in the past academics, researchers. Okay, but here we are going to focus on the cycle which is taught by the Colombo University, right, for the MHRM package. So here, as per the definition, as per the Colombo University, the performance management cycle has 5 phases. So they are performance planning, then performance enabling, then performance measurement, performance analysis, and finally performance improvement. So let's see this cycle, the steps in the cycle one by one. The first one is performance planning. What to do and why to do it. So we have to plan what we are going to do to enhance the performance of the employee and why we are going to do it. To achieve what? What is our expectations? Right? That is performance planning. Then the next step is performance enabling. So how to do it and wanting to do it. The first one is planning. In the planning, we plan what we are going to do and why we are going to do. And the next step we are planning and to how to do it and wanting to do it. Right? ඉස්සල්ලාම අපි බලන performance planning එක ඒ කියන්නේ ඇයි අපි මේක කරන්නේ and කොහොමද අපි මේක කරන්නේ මොනවද අපි කරන්න යන්නේ ඇයි මේක කරන්නේ දෙවෙනි එකේදී අපි බලන්නේ කොහොමද අපි මේක කරන්නේ the second step. The third step is the performance measurement. Once we enable the performance and when we finalize how we are going to do it, then to what extent is the performance achieved, we have to measure. අපි performance plan එක activate කරාට පස්සේ we have to measure it. What level, what extent is our performance achieved through our performance management system, right? Okay, that is the third step. Then the fourth step is performance analysis. What are the causes of good and the bad poor performances? So then as per that, after the performance measurement, අපි performance measurement එකේදී මයින්වනේ කොච්චර දුරට අපේ performance management system එක අපේ objectives achieve කරාද කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ next step එකේදී අපි කරන්නේ ඒක analyze කරනවා, performance analysis. කියන්නේ මොකද්ද ඒකේ good නම් ඒකට මොකද්ද හේතුව, bad poor නම් මොකද්ද හේතුව කියන එක අපි analyze කරනවා. Okay? And then the final stage is performance improvement. Based on the data received gathered during the performance analysis, then we have to plan for the performance improvement. Reward good performance and rectify the poor performances. If there are any good performances, we have to reward them. Right? If there are bad performances, we have to rectify them. Okay? So these are the 5 steps of the performance management cycle. Planning, what we have to do, why we have to do. Then enabling, how we are going to do it. Measurement, to what extent is performance achieved. Then analysis, what are the causes for the good or bad performances. Then finally improvement, reward good performances and rectify the poor performances. I hope you are clear. These the steps of the performance management cycle. There are 5 steps. Okay, right. And then the next question is explain how you can improve the poor performance by implementing a proper performance management system. As we discussed in the previous question, we discussed the 5 steps. So first of all, we identified, we planned, then we enabled, and then we measured the performance, and finally we analyzed and identified the causes for the poor performances and the good performances, and then finally we reward and the rectify data. Okay, rectify performances. So likewise here we have to explain how we are going to improve poor performances by the proper performance management system. In here we can identify the performances gap in our third fourth step. Okay, performances analysis, we have to identify the performances gap, right? So The performance management system help identify performance gaps by the establishing clear expectations and goals, regulatory monitoring progress, and providing feedbacks. So this allows the managers and employees to pinpoint areas where performance need improvement. Performance analysis part, okay? Right. Then address the root causes. Once we identify the root causes for the poor performances, then we have to address them and we have to rectify them. Once performance gaps are identified, the PMS helps delve into the root causes. Is it a lack of skills or training? It can be resources or the motivation. Okay, so understanding the underlying issues is crucial for designing the effective interventions. Address root causes. Then develop performance improvement plans, PIPs. So once we identify and address root causes, then we have to develop a performance improvement plan. So PIP outlines specific steps and timelines for improvement performances. So we have to give some timelines to improve their performances. So they should be tailored to the individual employee's needs and provide clear expectations, support, and the resources. Okay, and then provide regular feedback and the coaching. Then regular feedback and coaching are essential for the fostering continuous improvement, and managers should provide the constructive feedback, address concerns promptly, and other guidance to help employees to reach their goals. Regular feedbacks, okay, it's come under performance improvement. Track progress and measure outcomes. We have to measure outcomes. We have to track the progress and then we have to measure the outcome and address persistent performance issues. So if performance remain unsatisfactory despite interventions, the PMS provide a framework for addressing persistent issues. This may involve additional training, disciplinary actions, or exploring alternative roles of employment options. So there may be some occasions, right? So though we have taken much effort to develop the performance, some employees may not develop as we planned. So therefore, we need to take some actions. For example, we can take some disciplinary issues and additional trainings, and we can change their roles. Such kind of things we can take. Okay, right. Then promote culture of performances. So a strong PMS should foster a culture of performance where employees are valued, encouraged to develop their skills, and held accountable for their contributions. So we can create a good culture to enhance the performance of the employees. We have to address to their values, their skills, the experiences. As per that, we have to plan the performance management system, right? Then involve employees in the progress. So we have to take the employees into the process. We cannot take the employees outside and develop a performance management system. Okay, and use technology efficiently. So there are a lot of technological softwares and whatever the things to monitor and evaluate performances of the employees. So we have to integrate such kind of technologies into the system and continuously evaluate and adapt. So those are the actions we can take to address the poor performances of the employees. Okay, right. And other than those steps, as per the script of the Colombo University, performance improvement is the process of taking action to sustain and further improvement of the good performances. There are two options, no, always. The first one is sustain and further improvement of the good performances. There might be only two occasions. දෙකයින් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. එකක් තමයි poor performances, අනික good performances. Good performances තියෙනවා, what we have to do? We have to sustain and improve. Poor performances තියෙනවා නම් improve to an acceptable level. So those are the two things we have to do in the performance management system. Okay, and main causes is for the poor performances. There are a lot of the reasons for the poor performances. We will discuss those in the future, the questions. Okay, so when we talk about the potential, attitudes and the competencies, right? Potential include the intelligence. Okay, so maximum intelligence of the employees, they are wish to sacrifice to the benefit of the organization, and the creativity of the employees, ambition and the resilience. So those are the things we have to improve in the potential. When we come to the attitudes, organizational attitudes, job involvement, excellence, so those kinds of things we need to address. Competencies, knowledge and the skills, right? So these are the things we need to address in the poor performance management process, right? Okay, then the next question is about the performance appraisal. So here it is mentioned, performance appraisal is a shared responsibility of HR department and the managers. Discuss. Absolutely yes. Performance appraisal is a shared responsibility of the HR department and managers, each playing a crucial role in ensuring its effectiveness and achieving the desired outcomes. It's very difficult to do only by the HR or the manager, right? Both the parties have to come together and need to put a combined effort. So the HR department provides the framework, guidelines and the support, while managers implement the process and the conduct performance evaluations. Who's designing? It's HR, right? But who is going to implement it? It's managers, simply. Okay, so here these are some differences. So HR department serves a policy making and addressing roles, and provide advice and assistance, then prepare details, forms and procedures, then the train supervisors, monitor the appraisal system. So those are the responsibilities of the HR department in the performance appraisal, right? And when it comes to the managers, the conduct performances review, provide regular feedback, develop performance improvement plans, PIPs, monitor progress, and the provide recognition and the reward. So once it comes to the here, when අපි මේක මේ performance appraisal එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම HR part managers HR department එකට වෙනම role ටිකක් තියෙනවා, managers ලාට වෙනම role ටිකක් තියෙනවානේ. එතකොට මේක design කරන්නේ, මේක evaluate කරන්නේ, මේක progress එක monitor කරන්නේ HR department එකේ. නමුත් මේක implement කරන්නේ managers ලා. That is the main difference. Okay, right. I'm not going to talk in detail about these questions, right? Because I just want to give some sort of idea. I just want to lay a foundations to these questions. That's all. So then, right. Okay, then the next question is, we discuss about the performance appraisal, then they describe the objective of the compensation in pay model. When we consider about the pay model, there are three parts, no? Right? So we have policy actions, then how we are going to implement it, and finally objectives. That is the pay model. There are 4 policy choices: alignment, competencies, right? Likewise, administration. So then how we are going to implement it, and finally objectives. So there are few objectives in compensation in the pay model: efficiency, fairness and the compliance. So those are the objectives of the pay model, right? So we have to describe these three objectives in these questions. So efficiency කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Compensation should be designed to attract, motivate and retain the top talent. Always it's like that, no? Compensation එක අපි design කරන්න ඕනේ attract, motivate and retain the top talent within our organization. This means offering competitive salaries and benefits that are in line with the employees' skills, experience and the market value. අපිට එකට්ටිගේ compensation එක align කරන්න ඕනේ employees skill එකයි experience එකයි market value එකත් එක්ක. Okay, that is the efficiency. That is why we are talking about the alignment and such kind of in the policies. Okay, and the fairness. Compensation should be fair and equitable, meaning that employees should be paid in proportion to their contribution to the organization. This can be achieved through a variety of methods such as job evaluation, market research and the pay equity analysis. So fairness එක කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? සාධාරණත්වය. ඒතකොට මේ කට්ටිය ගන්න පඩියට මේ කට්ටිය දරන මහන්සියට සාධාරණ වැටුපක් ඒ කට්ටියට හම්බෙන්න ඕන. Okay? ඒතකොට මේක අපිට achieve කරන්න පුළුවන් කොහමද? අපිට job evaluations කරන්න පුළුවන්, market research එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්, pay equity analysis එකක් කරන්න පුළුවන්, such kind of things we can done. Then compliance. Compensation should comply with all applicable laws and regulations. අපි ගත්තොත් එimhe අපිට ඕන ගානක් අපිට පඩි ගෙවන්න බෑනේ. අපිට තියෙන minimum wage එක. Then we have to act according to that. Okay, so there are some rules and regulations, laws, right? So this includes laws governing minimum wage, overtime pay, equal pay and other discrimination. We learned these kind of things during the labor law. Okay, so always the compensation should be aligned with the labor law. Compliance. Okay, so these are the three main objectives of the pay model: efficiency, fairness and the compliance. In addition to that, there are a lot of other specific objectives: improving employee morale and the productivity, reducing employee turnover, enhancing the organization reputation, supporting the organization strategic goals. So these additional objectives can be achieved if we can address to the main objectives: efficiency, fairness and the compliance. Okay, right. Okay, the next question is explain the following policy choices of the compensation. As we discussed, there are 4 policy choices in the pay model. Okay, the first one is internal alignment. In simple term, what is the internal alignment? මොකද්ද මේ internal alignment එක කියලා කියන්නේ? අපේ compensation system එක අපේ ආයතනයේ ඇතුලේ තියෙන system එකට අනුකූල වෙන්න ඕනේ කියන එකනේ. Refers to the fairness and the consistency of pay within an organization. This means that employees with similar skills, experience and responsibility should be paid similarly. Internal alignment is important for several reasons. කියන්නේ company ඇතුලේ තියෙන එකම skill එක නම් එකම experience එක නම් ඊට පස්සේ එකම responsibilities නම් තියෙන මේ කට්ටියට එක සමාන pay එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Internal alignment. Okay, so these are the reasons why we need to act according to the internal alignment. It can help to prevent the pay discrimination. It can improve employee morale and the productivity, and it can reduce the employee turnover. අපිට මේකෙන් pay discrimination එක නවත්තන්න පුළුවන්. employee morale එක productivity එක වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. It can reduce the employee turnover. දැන් මමගේ වාගේ තියෙන එකම සුදුසුකම් නම් එකම skills නම් එකම responsibilities නම් මට වඩා ඔයාට pay එකක් හම්බෙනවා නම් what happened to me? What happened to my morale? What happened to my productivity? Right? Okay, then external competitiveness. So it refers to the organization's ability to attract and retain top talent by offering competitive salaries and benefit. This is important because it can help the organizations to what? Okay, what is external competitiveness? External competitiveness කියලා කියන්නේ අපේ similar industry වල අනිත් companies වල තියෙන pay system එකත් එක්ක compare කරපුවම අපේ තියෙන standard එක අපේ තියෙන level එක කොහොමද කියන එක. තොට ගැන දැන් අපි කමන් කම්පැනි ඒක වැඩ කරනවා නම් මගේ responsibilities මගේ skill මගේ experience තියෙන කම්පැනි B එකේ වැඩ කරන එක්කනට මට වඩා පඩියක් තියෙනවා නම් මම මොකද කරන්නේ මම එතෙන්ට shift වෙනවා. Isn't it? So that is the external competitiveness. So we attract the best and the brightest employees, then reduce the employee turnover and improve the organizational reputation. If the company A, which I am working, right? If my boss is offering me a good salary, better than the company Y, company B, then I am happy to stay and I am not going to turn over my job. And I'll give my maximum productivity to the company. Okay, so we were discussing with you regarding the employee contribution. So it refers to the value that an employee brings to the organization. කවුරුහරි සේවකයෙක් එයා මොකද්ද කම්පැනියට ගේන්නේ? මොකද්ද ගේන value එක? So this can be measured in a number of ways. එයාගේ experience, skills, performances, productivity, such kind of things. Okay, and the next one is the pay administration. So refers to the process of managing the organization's compensation system. So this includes tasks such as setting pay rates, then the processing payroll, and the complying with all applicable law and the regulations. So in here we first discussed the internal alignment, the pay system within the organization, and then we went beyond the organization, the external competitiveness, right? And then we discuss about the employee contribution based on the internal alignment and external competitiveness, and finally pay administration. So those are the 4 pillars of the 4 policy choices of the pay model. Okay, so effective pay administration is essential for ensuring that employees are paid accurately and on time. It can also help to prevent the legal problems. I hope that is clear. So describe giving examples following aspect of total rewards. This question, total reward, it might come to the paper because we can found it in all question papers in the past within the past 3 years. Okay, so compensation. So compensation, when we talk about the elements of the total rewards: compensation, benefit, work-life balance, performance and recognition, development and career advancement. There are 5 elements of the total reward system. The first one is the compensation. Okay, so compensation refers to the monetary or financial rewards that employees received in exchange for their work. Monetary or financial rewards. Okay, it is one of the most important aspects of the total rewards, as it plays a significant role in the employee satisfaction, motivation and the retention. Like for example, we can take base salary, bonuses, incentives, commissions, profit sharing plans, stock options, such kind of things. These are based on the financial rewards compensation, right? Then the benefits. So benefits are non-monetary compensation that employees receive in addition to their salary. So they are designed to provide employees with financial security, healthcare and other forms of support. Benefit refers to the non-financial benefits. Compensation refers to the financial benefits. Okay, right? For example, health insurance, dental insurance, then vision insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, pay time off, retirement savings, such kind of things. Okay, right? Then work-life balance, it's common, right? So work-life balance refers to the ability to maintain a healthy balance between work and personal life. It is an important aspect of total reward. So we will discuss this right? In the Z generation, they are more considerate about the work-life balance. And when we consider about demography and the gender, the ladies or the women, they are more concerned about this work-life balance. Okay, so it can help to reduce stress, improve employee morale, and boost the productivity. So such examples: flexible work arrangement, telecommunicating, then paid time off, then parental leave, sick leave, such kind of things, and daycares for the childrens. Okay, and the performance and the recognitions. So, performance and the recognitions are two key aspects of total rewards that help to motivate and retain employees. When employees are recognized for their accomplishments, they are more likely to be engaged in their work and feel valued by the organizations. Performance and the recognitions. Performances reviews, bonuses, reward, public recognition, employee appreciation events, such kind of things. Then, development and the career advancement. So, development and career advancement are important aspects of total reward that can help employees to grow and develop their skills. When employees have opportunities to learn and advance, they are more likely to be engaged in their work and feel invested in the organization. Development and the career advancement. So, we can discuss in further. Young generation, they are more consider about this career advancement, while the older generation, they are consider about the stability of the compensation system, right? Okay, so these are some of the example: training and development opportunities, mentorship, leadership development, promotion, successes planning. Okay, right. So the total reward system we already discussed, right? Right. Okay. That's enough for the day. We will discuss of the balance of the lectures in the next video. Thank you very much.